Hello everybody, as you will notice, I have my face cam back, and the reason for that is primarily because I wanted to. Secondly, I had somebody request it in one of the messages that I've had on my Twitter, and honestly, with the 10-minute long videos, it's not going to be too much of a hassle with this anymore, because my main problem before was always making sure that I finished a video before the camera stopped automatically, because I use my phone, and that makes it so that it only records a certain amount of megabytes before it stops automatically. So yeah, I'm gonna bring the webcam back because why the hell not? Should we pay? Wow, I'm already off to a horrible start. Should we pay for a bit? Should we play for a bit more in town, or should we go home?
The road gets scary when it's dark. Then I guess it's time to leave. We can certainly cause a ruckus today.
We sure did. Okay, let's go home. The wind blew gently, as if to cool down those of us flushed with enthusiasm. The road back to Hinamizawa was long, but I didn't really mind.
Oh, that's right. Rena-san, you achieved an overwhelming victory, didn't you?
When Rena gets like that, I'm sorry to say it, but there's no winning against her.
It was because the cards were so cute. See? I bought them.
Of course she did. She wasn't supposed to buy them. The loser was supposed to buy them.
Rika was the same as usual. When it comes to boys, it's like taking candy from a baby. It was an easy win.
How much was calculated and how much was natural? I get scared when I think about how Rika will turn out in the future. Oh, that's depressing when you think about it.
Satoko-chan was amazing too. The way it ended was really exciting.
It wasn't the sort of game... Oh,
it wasn't the sort of game where I should be complimented. Keiji, you also showed your fangs at the end there.
Huh? Well, I guess. I'm the type of guy who's strongest when he's cornered.
Tomita-san and the others seem to be cheering you on really hard. What was that about? He made some sort of promise with Tomita and Okumura. It's probably a secret. A secret? Secret? I wonder what it is. I wonder.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't want to know. You don't want to know. Sometimes for a man, there are times when you can only understand one another by fighting. Desperately laughing, I frantically tried to avoid the subject, because Satoko's giving me that look. After that, everyone continued to praise each other for how they defeated their opponents, and reflected on how fun today was.
Everybody look! The sunset is beautiful!
Satoko, getting even more excited, pointed, waiting where her finger indicated was an immense sunset, casting even longer shadows of us on our bikes. The cries of the Higurashi were gentle and very comforting. I do love the sound of cicadas. In my anime club about a year or so ago, because every time I go to my anime club, what we do is we start it off with a question of the day, and one of the first ones, ooh, you have received a new tip. Who's Mion's uncle? I thought it was the game shop owner. I'm probably wrong. Game Master's achievement, yeah! I'm going to save. I'll save over the first one. But yeah, we have a question of the day every single time. And should I view the tips now? View new tips. New tips. Yeah, that one. We'll go with the tips along with this, to do kind of the exact opposite of what I did last time, I think. But yeah, before this, my anime club, we had the question of the day, and the very first one I ever, went to, the question was, what is your favorite, what is one of the things that you love seeing in a bunch of anime? And mine was beach episodes and the sound of the cicadas, because it pops up all over.
Yep, sorry. I suddenly got called into my part-time job at my uncle's shop today.
What's that? No club today, then?
Well, I'm sorry.
Mion put her hands together in apology and grinned.
If you really want to do club today, then you can always do it without this old man.
The club locker is stuffed full with games.
You could pick whatever.
The club locker was a trans-dimensional space from which Mion pulled games whenever we met for club activities. I wondered how so many freaking games could be stored in the locker. It was even smaller than the one with the cleaning supplies in it. Besides those games, it was also a cornucopia of suspicious objects, costumes, for punishment games. Oh, there was a part in the anime where you get a good look at inside of that thing and you're like, what is that about? If we lined them all up on the floor in order to sort them, they would definitely fill the entire classroom. Nah, we shouldn't. I get the feeling that if we mess around in that locker, everything inside will come tumbling down on me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe amateurs shouldn't meddle with this. Hee.
She'd. She's not supposed to hee. I'm just kidding. She should hee. She should hee a lot more. I like saying her laugh, but not the crazy laugh. That's bad. Mion gave a hearty laugh, implying that the only one who could do so was the club president.
Me? The teacher is looking for the key to the gym storehouse. Do you have any idea where it could be?
Eh? Did I not return it to the teacher's lounge? Mion said, feeling about her pocket. Judging by her expression, she must have planned on returning it, but it was still in her pocket.
I knew you had it, Mion-san. I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that you simply must have been the one who had it.
Okay, what's that about?
I was right too. Sachiko and I were both right.
Giggling, Satoko and Rika-chan clapped their hands together in celebration. You're annoying. Oh no! Don't hit them! Slap clap! Mion elbowed Satoko and Rika-chan in their heads, and then headed for the teacher's lounge. Oh, right. Have you two heard? Mion has a part-time job. Who's talking right now? I don't know who's talking right now, so I'm just going to say my normal voice. Oh, right. Have you two heard? Mion has a part-time job, and that's why she's not coming to the club.
Oh, is that so? That's so very droll of her.
Wow, she knows the word droll.
Me?
Okay. No, me. The two of them made disappointed faces. Whatever anyone said, Mion's club was always the number one thing I looked forward to when going to school. It wasn't hard to agree on that with their melancholic expressions after hearing it wouldn't be happening today. So Mion's got a part-time job. I wonder what she's doing anyway. Whenever Mion canceled clubs, it was usually because of her job. However, it also didn't seem like she went there every day. She would go 2 or 3 days in a row, then not go at all for a while. It sounded like a pretty damn random part-time job.
She isn't working at any one shop or anything.
She isn't? Then does that mean she's a day laborer? Mion wearing socks and a helmet, sweating to death in a factory? I couldn't imagine such a thing.
Mion-san helps her uncle. Mion-san helps her uncles out whenever their employees go on vacation. She's like a handyman.
Ah, I get it. Now that you mention it, her having a job at her uncle's place, I think I've heard about that before.
She has a lot of uncles who run their own shops, so me is in very high demand.
She has a lot of uncles who own shops? A lot of them?
Oh, you were unaware, Keiichi-san? There are many relatives of Mion-san and
Oh god, that word.
Okinomiya who run their own stores.
Huh? I didn't know that. So they're all just different kinds?
Yes, there's a bakery, a produce market, a ramen shop, and many others besides. That toy store we went to for the club.
I knew it! I wasn't wrong!